I did not have my headset on, so my apologies there. Yeah, so where we started off last time, we just recruited Liara into the group and did some role quests. So now we are just browsing around. We're gonna be doing some more side quests, just kind of hitting up all the planets, and then we'll head back to the Citadel at some point. But gonna try to make this episode as full of as much action as possible. So, but we will go around and talk to everybody and see what's going on. I got my two crew members here, Nike and Berkey. Berkey's sleeping on the floor. Nike's hanging out right here. He's very posh. He likes to sleep on the couch. He'll never catch him.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Saving my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medals to soldiers for doing their jobs.
That figures. Just get me a nice card and a cake. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, I've got Wriglock syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Wriglock syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Yeah,
hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander.
He doesn't
the
ever
world's not
smile
gonna
either.
hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot.
Saddest
By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Alright. Last time I popped a can on the mic, it was super loud,
I have to go.
So
Alright, see ya.
I'll save you guys that this time. There we go, learn a little bit more about Joker. Go talk to the crew out on the lower decks, and then we'll head off. They restock my Malacca.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Want to be a total...
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I trust you won't have any questions when whatever's coming hits the fan?
None. I'm not questioning the mission. I'm just concerned. Sorry to have wasted your time, ma'am. Won't happen again. Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. She seems nice enough. Hard to
That was an
believe she's
awkward
older
pause
than
there.
both of us put together.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
My quarters over there. Let's see.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much
A
better.
little flirty with
How are you feeling?
Yara. I think I'm gonna romance her
Dr.
over
Chakwas
Caden.
assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't
Or a
understand
little bit more.
it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
That's better.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Venezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Venezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed
It's
away.
interesting that the
You might be
Asaris
right.
are
I hope
opposite.
you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her
How
partner.
they treat pure blood.
Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it.
Compared
She
to
raised
most,
me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise
fantasy
their children
stories,
alone,
whether it's
particularly if
magical
the father
or
species is short-lived.
Vampires or
Often the partner will
mages,
pass on long before
like
the
Harry
child
Potter,
reaches
or
maturity.
vampires. Always seems like purebloods were the, those were the elites.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Interesting you should use the term unearthing.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People
She's an
expected
introvert.
me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shephard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shephard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye,
We
Shephard.
found out as much about Liara as possible, so let's move along to the basement dwellers. AKA the rest of the crew. It's kind of weird that they all hang out down here.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be
Yeah,
long
we
now.
do.
Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a
aggressive.
job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
Welcome
I
to
don't
whoever
know what he
joined.
wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching.
Just learning a little bit more about our crew here.
A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Oh,
Are your people
already
really
talked to him
dying?
about this previously.
We're sure not getting... We're too spread out.
Yeah.
None of us are interested in staying in our own...
So long, Rex.
Shephard.
Alright, Ashley.
Commander?
Ashley's pissed at me.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, ma'am. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but, I'm concerned about the aliens. Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I share your concerns, Chief, but I'm under orders.
Under orders to let aliens gather military intelligence? I can't believe that was the Alliance's intention. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
How do you get from
Shut
relying
her
on
down.
ourselves to mistreating our allies?
I don't mean we should mistreat them, Commander. I just think we should be prepared to go it without them. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Yeah, the Council's had a grudge against us since the first contact war.
I don't think it's a grudge. I think it's... Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
You sound like one of those Terra Firma party pamphlets, Chief.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
Guess you make a habit of second-guessing your superiors.
No, ma'am.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
I'm here to put hypervelocity rounds through the heads of bad guys.
Most satisfying part of the job, Commander.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
That's it.
Dismissed, Chief.
I think that was a good
Ma'am.
chat with Ashley. Aggressive, but not too aggressive.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Spoken like a true C-Sec officer.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Yeah. Let's get him, Garrus.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, I'm too poor. I'll be too poor for a while. Suppose I should check my... See where I'm at here. Okay. Alright. Good upgrade. Shotgun. How is this armor so much better than...
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright. Feels like a big salt. Whole lot of nothing. You like shotguns? Let's.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
All those. Pick up equipment pretty quick here, so I'm not gonna worry about nothing.
Oh, hello, Shephard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence
Like
wakes
a
you up?
baby.
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
Old habits.
But
die
it's
hard.
more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling, but really we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shephard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
See you later. See you, Tally. Alright. Fairly certain we went to everything in that previous, so if not, we'll have a quest take us back there. Edmos. Got a gas depot. Alright, Globa. Unador. Trebin. Here we come. Alright. Take Garrus. I want more combat strength, but I think this will do. I think this comes dynamic duo trio. That filled up, so now we can focus on other things. I can't see his values because of my camera. Great PlayStation asset here. Let's see if I can. Down here, I guess. We'll see. how well that works out for me in the long run. Oh man, I got 11 points? Holy guacamole. Alright, let's do that all the way up. We definitely want to be able to get medium armor on this bad boy. And then we'll start training them there. Gases. Or have I not earned any? Who knows? Who knows? Stupid camera. Suppose I could turn it off real fast. Oh, so yeah, I did complete that. Alright. Alright, let's take a look around here. Guess we're heading here. Research base, anomaly. Debris. Oh, that covers up my mini-map. Makes me sad. Camera again. Die or not. Close one. Now, those Thrasher mods are actually pretty easy once you figure out the physics of them. Or the attack pattern, I guess. I always like to skirt the outside. Watch any of my previous plays. Gameplay videos. Just in case we miss it. Oh, there we go. Split into two. I thought I saw a mine shaft,
but nobody's been here for a while.
Thanks, Garrus. Ones I be selling.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Could be answers at the excavation site.
Okay. Mega Rain. Oh, you guys see that? Okay. Argy in its sleep. Always taking that out, huh? Whoa.
The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Garrus, where have you seen this before? Huh?
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
C-Sec officer.
All clear.
buddy. I guess it's only a drop down 2, so that's actually not too bad. Medical interface on him. Something better than nothing. Better than nothing. Nothing I can wear. Sprint down. Which one did I go down? Oh, I thought I went down. Man, I'm backwards. Okay. What was the wrong button? Alright, all assault rifles. Anything he wants? No. It's always been like that, and I haven't noticed. Alrighty. Got all of like, everyone's satellites look exactly the same. Shenanigans going on over here. There they go. Yeah, probably shouldn't get so excited about doing that, but there's something just extremely satisfying about it. Alright. Alright, well, yeah, I only found one, mine? That's crazy. Wrong button. It's crazy we only found one resource on this planet. Just head straight south, see if we see anything. And that will take her to the next planet. Crazy. Alright, well, that's it. Zoom out. Yep, we locked all these planets down. Let's go to the next one. Dees. Oh, I think one of the warlords was on there. Or, crime lords were on this planet, on this system. And we got from Helena Blake. There's our planet we can land on. Oh, what's that? Like it had a lot of cities on it. Raisha. Taking her down. Alright, Garrison be our go-to guy. Not fighting any Gats, so tally's really all not that important. I like having Erdnot in there. Actually be a good addition just because we need the combat strength. Let's bring her along. Spice it up. Oh, excuse me. Life. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Alright. Well, Syndicate Hideout's the closest. Did it again. Seems like to venture around, see if we can find some resources laying around. Kinda sucks. That's what's nice when you have a planet where it's spaced out. This planet seemed like everything was clustered together in the middle, so you have really no reason to branch out. Ah, well. Do it anyways, we got nothing better to do, right guys? Some music in this Mako will be bopping too. Looped around. We'll come back to the hideout. It ain't going nowhere. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, going into the wrong one. I think Garrus has got that already. What do I got here? It's gonna be better for me for right now. You gonna snipe me? See ya. How do you like that for a snipe? How dare you, sir?
Moving out.
Oh, wrong button. Heading away, so I imagine it's up here. Question mark. See you, guy. See you guys. Or ladies, I guess you never know. Won't ever know from that distance. Platinum. That's the trophy I'm gonna earn for this game. Platinum, baby.
Redeploying.
All right. Let's mess these dudes up. For a shotgun, that doesn't have too much of a wide spread. Alright. Ashley, come on now, girl. Train you in response. Right. Help me help you. Woohoo! Come on, pop out of there. I can't hit him? Let's see if I can hit him. Sniper. I thought maybe he was still alive. It's just you left, buddy. I wasn't doing any damage to him down there. Apparently he was just invincible. Look at the spread on that. Like, that is a solid shotgun. Nothing there. Try this one. There we go. Berkey. Workers. There's something about using this. It's just so satisfying. You feel better? Feel better, little burgers? Oh, little burgers. soft little face. Oh, don't worry, Nike. What's up, face too? What's up, face? You're just old and lazy. Little posh Nike. Very jealous. Alright. Man, that went really well. I think Ashley is a good mix for having a full biotic. Just having some raw damage. And then, of course, I need Garrus around so I can do decryption, some electronics. Hacking. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be a hard choice of what I want in my group all the time. Ooh, I gotta level up. Improves duration and recharge time. Okay. To be honest, I don't really care about pistol training. I do want to do just some more raw damage. What do I got here? What do we got? Oh, burgers. Oh, burgers. Oh, burgers. Alright. Well, I gotta commit to something here. See, this is accuracy and damage. I feel like this is just the best bet. Choices. These tough life choices, guys. Oh no. You can always hold on to it. But I feel like these three are gonna, these especially lift. 40 seconds, 50 seconds, so I do want to get lift all the way up, and then again, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, so yeah, this is getting those all the way up, I think is going to be ideal for what I'm trying to do with my main lady. Anything down low right now. Ooh, assault training is pretty great, but nothing beats straight weapon training right now. Over here. Oh! Flipped it. Flipped it. Haven't done that yet. not getting anything here for resources. What's going on? What is happening? Oh, that was a bad choice. Oh, icy hell, I can get the hell out of here. There we go. You know, being from a state that has cold weather, I do really appreciate the glacial gust sounds that this planet has. Reminds me of winter. Great frost that I've been forward to in a couple months. Well, a few months, I guess, huh? Alright, let's get out of here.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shephard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What's going on, guy?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shephard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
I'm on it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shephard. Good luck.
Burgers finally came to say hi. Let me say hi to everybody. She's been into sleeping on the floor lately, or at least hanging out on the floor while I'm playing video games. Too much action for you up here? The bedtime. Right there. This is the Ontario. I think that was that. Oh no, that was the Majestic. That was that dude's. ship. Alright, Ontario. Human design configured for mixed free passenger alliance, making a hard burn. The cover of an asteroid cluster. Let's go, or not, Rex. Ooh, another piece of Quarian armor, nice.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Damn, let's move.
What?
I got two more carrots.
Need to get up. Oh my god, let me out of here.
Calm down.
Sure that doesn't happen again.
One of the two dogs farted. Cool. There's a live reaction for you.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish the charade?
Hanging out down
Please,
there? 'Cause you're a
I
little
was trying to
gassy?
help you people.
Take them down.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
I like how he's just rocking a
You
shotgun.
had your chance.
Like it's a pistol.
Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
If you die fighting, you'll get a lot of biotics killed as well.
What do you mean?
You've just made all L2 biotics look like terrorists. Think of what will happen to them.
But people need to hear about what the government has done and what it has failed to do.
People have already heard. You don't have to kill me to make your point.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I
We
was
don't
dead
take
when they took me.
prisoners.
I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
Then you weren't doing your job. A 5th Fleet cruiser will pick you and the prisoners up.
Yeah, let's talk shit. Let's raid their gear too while we're at it. Just a bunch of suckers. All your gear is mine. Oh. Tricksy little box. Again with that medium armor. Let's get some human light armor in here. So swerve. So you can find anything. It doesn't look like it. Out of here.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Thanks, Admiral. Alright, that was a quick mission. Use Gamma Cluster. Done. I think this was the other Syndicate place. It's not. Everything we did on the previous stream slowly coming back to me as we too cold. Means it's cold up in there. Must have some Toros in the atmosphere. All you Bring It On fans. Yeah, I just don't have much use for Liara and Caden with how I am personally spec'd. I suppose I could switch out Garrus for Tali, but Garrus is just a stronger fighter. What do we got here? Yep, Syndicate hideout. That's what I thought. Debrius. Ridiculous looking mountains. Go take a look, I guess, huh? Modified Solarian. It looks like a box to me. It's inside the box. It's a coffin. Salvage. Oh, medical items. There we go. Turrets. Boom, like butter. There's a door in this place. Ooh. Man, I'm getting tired. How late is it here? 9:30. See if we can sucker lure these things. Boom! Get out of here. Whoa! Get him. Get out of here, punks. Super shotgun. Crushing these dudes. Man, we must have destroyed that crime boss. I don't remember him even popping up on me seeing him. Man, wiping the floor with these dudes with a shotgun. Man, I know I should be using my biotics more, but just so sad. It's kind of hard to do that with close quarters. Ooh, got an Omni tool. Broken armor, it's garbage. I forget what map throw use throw. So Where's the throw grenade? I think triangles. Okay. Hit your nose. Garrus can get the high powered. Heavy armor over. Yeah, this is killing me here. You're killing me, Smalls. Ooh, he can use the Omni tool. There we go. Boom. Ooh, a couple biotic amps. Nice. There we go. That's a good one, too. Oh, the RNG gods are on our side today. Right. Lose 4 protection. Gain it in shields. And biotic protection. Which I do not enjoy being a ragdoll, so I might go with that. There we go. There we go. I never use grenades, but you never know. Can get That's definitely helping out. 20 per day. So, I mean, that's plus 43% against the synthetics. Oh man, I didn't even have anti-personnel rounds. Whew. Alright. specking right, and I'm crushing these fools. Alright. Whoa! Ooh, that was slick. I'm not gonna make it. What's that day? Oh. There we go. Lesson learned. Don't give up. I want to keep going that way. Nope, go that way. There we go. Oh, oh. I'm not making this easy on myself.
En route.
Little cobalt action. All right. We finished off 2 crime bosses. Exploring around. Oh, there we go. So actually, this might be. Just one last one here. Give ourselves a clean slate when we come back. Just go around a second time just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Board this blown up ship. Open the door. What the hell was that?
Empty.
Everything's shut down. Only basic life support is running.
Oh, leveled up. Nice. Nice. Oh no. Just he had some stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, I guess we're already down that path, huh? Oh man, I haven't upgraded his armor since the beginning. Ooh, I like that. That is sleek looking.
hear that? We're not alone. That was no accident. The whole place could be a trap. That machine's keeping him alive.
No brain activity. He's dead. His body is nothing but an empty shell.
Leave him alone until we know more about what's going on here.
It's your call, Shephard.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. It's what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
Jacob not having an easy go of it.
They say Jacob's gone. They say his brain isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't!
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
See ya, Julia. Get out of here, Julia.
It wasn't easy, but that was the right thing to do.
Could put some bullets through his head, blowing him up. Guess not. Alright. Well, let's go clear up our inventory here and then we'll check out. I don't think anybody's got anything new to say simply because we haven't done any main quests, so they generally only...
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Oh, I guess he does got something new to say.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Krogan testicles?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Interviewing?
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
So he was growing spare parts in his own employees.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a
Right.
small price to pay
Get
to
'em,
stop
Garrus.
someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
What do you want, Shephard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father.
You trying to make me cry, Shephard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shephard.
So long, Rex.
Commander?
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Oh, hey, girls.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Pretty noble.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Next you'll tell me you all ran across green fields singing show tunes.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story.
I forgot
Feel like
the name
sharing?
of that musical.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike.
Sound of Music.
I didn't think he was a bad
Nailed
kid,
it.
just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
You ask me, boys need a cold shower that lasts from age 12 to 25.
They have their uses, ma'am. Not all of them keep their brains in their pants. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her.
Brutal.
Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Sarah couldn't have been fond of you escorting her.
Embarrassed the hell out of her. But it was worth it in the end. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. What's this?
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your beliefs are your business.
Judge.
I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
I am. Yeah, everybody's got something to say today.
Shephard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again. So to
Oh, can't help but be.
I'm sleeping much
nice
better
with
now.
Tally.
I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Staren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
What are you hoping to find?
Usually people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage, but I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
Time for this.
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Oh, you're royalty.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I guess I'm just tired of people judging me because of who my father is. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Staren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shephard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
See you later.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you.
Ayo.
And making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shephard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Has your opinion changed at all?
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You can't argue with results.
No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully. You run over anyone who gets in your way. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shephard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been, but you did what had to be done.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shephard.
Are you sure you're interested in me, or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shephard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shephard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Nothing in common.
Saren wants both of us dead. That's something.
That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous.
That's why it's fun.
A little danger makes things exciting.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
You started it.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shephard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Anything else to talk about, Liara?
Goodbye, Shephard.
See you. Let's talk to the washboard.
Anything you need, Commander?
Berkey seems real excited to talk to him.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
Those communications are classified, Lieutenant.
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am. But you know the Navy grapevine. They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
You ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name.
Oh.
The L2s spike higher
That's
anyway.
brutal.
My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
You distrust them that much?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EZO. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break
What's that dimple on that chin?
And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Sounds like a classic drill instructor to me. The ones at the Macapa boot camp were brutal.
Vernus didn't just push us because it was effective training. He liked it. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
We're just getting to the good stuff, well, you know? Link out. Nothing to see here. I think there's anything ever going on in this room, but you never know. Yeah, no. Suppose we can go talk to the old Joker. He's always got something witty to say.
Commander, something you need?
I'd like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check. You won top of my class in flight school. I earned that. All those common... Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
About your disease.
I have to go.
He's got nothing new to say.
Alright, see ya.
Well, thanks guys for watching. I think I'm gonna call it. We had a good around, almost 2 hours of streaming here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. The two co-pilots are sleeping heavily, snoring. So, but if you enjoyed everything you saw, I stream on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights I do a Plague Tale, and I'm looking to pick up one more night, maybe Wednesdays or Fridays, to stream Monster Hunter Stories. So pretty diverse as far as what I stream, the content. So if you enjoyed it, hit follow along with these streams. I'll see you those nights. I also do an anime panel Mondays and Thursday nights. So if you're into anime, keep an eye out for that. great stuff. We really enjoy it. Enjoy conversing with our spectators as well, people who come and watch the stream. So a lot of great content coming out every day. So thanks for watching. You guys have a great evening.